Now, with the changing of seasons comes the inevitable colds and illness, but there is a way to stay healthy without spending a fortune at the chemist.
And so, the person with the key to this is our healthy food guide nutritionist, Claire Turnbull. Hi, Claire. So we're not talking specifically about any diets or any sort of eating habits. We're just talking about good advice to keep us from the doctors, to fight off winter colds and that sort of thing. And it is more important right now than any other time of year?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, our bodies have the ability to have really strong immune responses. So when bacteria and viruses come on board, we can fight them. And eating well and looking after yourself is a really, really good first port of call without just going straight for the supplements.
So let's talk specifics, the chemistry. What do we need inside ourselves at this time of year?
So one of the first things is vitamin C. So what people often do is when they get sick, they go, oh, right, let's just load up on the vitamin C, suck down the lemons and oranges. That's not the way it works. You need vitamin C as a preventative measure. So we need to have vitamin C-rich foods all the time. So one of the things people often have is citrus fruits, but two of the fruits that are really important are kiwi fruit, which I've got in there, and black currants are incredibly high in vitamin C. So kiwi fruits obviously are really, really cheap at this time of year, very, very good. You can make a smoothie with some spinach, kiwi fruit and a little bit of lemon juice in there, packed with vitamin C. And then maybe just put some blackberries or black currants on your porridge instead of putting lots of brown sugar to get vitamin C.
So there's your vitamins.
I so like it with the sugar, though.
But a little bit less sugar in it. I mean, the black currants are really
Don't do sugar,
good.
just do lots of the golden syrup all over it.
Which is sugar
yeah,
in another
well,
form, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but vitamin C is really important.
I know one of the other things that you advise is vitamin D, which I guess is hard to come by when the weather is rubbish.
Yeah.
So is there any alternative to sunshine?
Well, if you are really concerned or you spend a lot of time inside, it's worth going to your doctor and getting your vitamin D levels actually checked, because vitamin D is very, very important. They're doing lots of research on the role of vitamin D in particularly in respiratory tract infections and reducing the severity of those. So in Auckland, we need around 45 minutes of exposure to light in these darker months, which is, like you said, it is hard to come by. But it's just in any opportunity. If Sam says that the weather is looking good and we can go outside, it's taking every opportunity, because you do store vitamin D, so it's at the weekend.
You're so smug. You're so smug.
I'm actually quite topped up on my vitamin D.
He's sitting there. Claire, let me explain this. While you're trying to inform all of us in how desperate to get a little bit of sunlight, Sam's sitting he's sitting behind Nadine, he's going,
He's got all the vitamin D he needs after your trip, haven't you?
I feel great, thank you.
You've got your stores.
From the sun?
Hey, I'll take you.
You've definitely got your stores.
So we've talked through a couple of the vitamin. What's next?
So iron. So one of the things to remember is iron is incredibly important for a strong immune system. 8 out of 10 toddlers don't get enough iron. 1 out of 14 women in New Zealand are low in iron, and our teenage girls. Vegetarian and veganism are incredibly common and becoming more popular. If you are vegetarian or vegan or don't have meat or a lot of meat, you need to go to the doctor and check that your iron stores at this time of year aren't low, because if in 3 months' time you've had coughs and colds, all winter, it takes a long time to get your iron stores up again. So if you are in those at-risk groups, then go and get your iron checked.
Is it just meat, or can you sort of channel Popeye and chow down on lots of spinach?
Yeah, so our green vegetables and pulses and tofu can help. Vitamin C, it helps the absorption of those. So it's just, you've got to get quite a lot of them to get what you need.
Very quickly, foods we should avoid. Or shall I just give you a list of my favourite foods?
Alcohol's not particularly helpful.
No?
I think let's remember sleep is also a really important for your immune system. So getting enough kip. So no wonder Sam will be in great health after his holiday.
Yeah, a week of feed you're doing not very much. Now. Please suppress that. But very quickly, but are there foods which we think are healthy, which are not great for us at this time of year?
So, I mean, all our processed foods are, I mean, we know those aren't particularly great for us anyway. But it's really just looking after yourself with a good quality food overall. And stress, again, not particularly good for you.
I like it this time of year just to put on a wee winter coat. I find that helps me get through the winter.
I like a hot toddy, a hearty pie, a nice warm roast and some rich wines, all of which keep me warm and healthy.
I can recommend the spinach dish that I had in
okay.
Fiji.
Yeah.
Enough. Well, by the time he's finished talking about Fiji, he'll be starting to talk about the Bahamas.
Give us 6 weeks away now.
Give us a treat. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.